Your sons were your greatest influence, specifically your youngest son, Ryan, who had severe food allergies. And you had to create many, many different birthday cakes for him, 3 different birthday cakes. Expand a little bit more how that influence started and how that influenced you to start deciding, you know what, I'm going to create Ladle.
So you understand, right, what it is to actually have a child who has different dietary preferences, right? And what that means for a family. I mean, building Ladle, I've actually personally talked to over 2,000 people, right? And I think the interesting thing that happens is, in addition to accommodating the person's, your child's needs, you also have this guilt. And, I am originally from India, and dairy is my go-to, right? Dairy and nuts are things that are very intrinsic to my diet. So here I have a child who can't have any dairy, right? It really, one, you want to make sure you take care of them. Two, there's all this guilt about making sure that what you're providing for them is at par with what you are providing for yourself, right? And in my case, I did not shrink. I did not say, hey, you can't have dairy and nuts and blah, blah, so we're just going to make your diet monotonous. That was never an option. But I chose, when we went out to eat, to go to good restaurants and make sure I demanded what he could have, right? Because that was his right, to have something that was safe, healthy, and delicious. So over time, or over the last 20 years, I have made a concerted effort. And you brought up my story of the 3 cakes on a birthday that I ended up baking. I'm making one vegan, one dairy-free, and one, of course, with all the dairy goodness that my other son wanted. So having worked with companies like Amazon, Alexa, and Intel and others, when I started to think about, okay, what do I want to do next? And the choice was to keep working for big tech companies or wanted to build something of my own. And I realized that I did want to build something. I really wanted to make impact with this, because if AI and technology are helping people do things like protect their homes, it can definitely help us help people cook exactly what they want to eat. And what I am really excited about is making it possible for anyone to say, hey, you know what? Doesn't matter whether I'm vegan, vegetarian, dairy free, gluten free, whatever my preference is, whether it's a choice or it's an allergy, the ability for you to be able to cook exactly what you want. And that is what I'm building with Ladle.